Howdy y'all, and welcome back to my little corner of the world as well as KT's Kitchen Corner. Happy July. In July we get a lot of cookouts and barbecues, so I thought I would make for you one of my favorite... Howdy y'all, and welcome back to my little corner of the world as well as KT's Kitchen Corner. Happy July, and with July comes a lot of cookouts or barbecues, depending on how you say it. So I thought I'd make one of my favorite little cookout barbecue traditions, Croatian coleslaw. It's a family recipe, family tradition, and my mom's family happens to be from Croatia. So why not, right? Why does that sound so awkward? I need to just push through. Push all the way through and then judge it later, right? Yeah, something like that. Howdy y'all, and welcome back to my little corner of the world as well as KT's Kitchen Corner. Today I want to be making for you one of my favorite cookout or barbecue traditions because it's July, and with July comes a lot of barbecues and cookouts. So here I am ready to make Croatian coleslaw, a family recipe, a family favorite, and my mom happens to be from Croatia.
I'm not
Well,
from Croatia.
no she's not, so I need to start all over again. Doggone it! Howdy y'all, and welcome back to my little corner of the world as well as KT's Kitchen Corner. Happy July. With July comes a lot of cookouts or barbecues, and so I thought I would make for you one of my favorite cookout traditions, Croatian coleslaw. Why do I call it that, you might ask? Well, because my mom's family happens to be from Croatia and it's a family recipe, but there's a little bit more to it. You see, little history lesson for you. Around the end of World War II, you got a lot more of these handy gadgets called a refrigerator. And with refrigerators becoming much more common in American kitchens as well as other countries in some parts, you get a lot more dishes that require refrigeration, like mayonnaise, which is what you find in a traditional American coleslaw. So we call this Croatian coleslaw because it doesn't use mayonnaise. Like most Croatian dishes will not call for mayonnaise. They'll call for more down-to-earth ingredients, things that don't require a lot of refrigeration, a lot of things that take a lot more effort or are more pre-prepared. So you'll see more spices and oils and herbs in a traditional Croatian dish. That is why we consistently call this Croatian coleslaw. There is no mayonnaise in this. This is simply olive oil, vinegar, salt, coleslaw mix in this case, and salt and pepper, and diced onions. Down below I'm going to put all of the recipe instructions as well as a way to do it with actually chopping up your own coleslaw mix if you like. But let's face it, with chronic pain comes difficulties doing a lot of extra tasks. So I'm doing for you the easy version of this. Just grabbing a couple bags of coleslaw. These happen to be from Target, but I am not advertising any particular brand in this whatsoever. They just happen to be out here. So how do you make Croatian coleslaw versus normal coleslaw? Here we go, folks. For this recipe, it's a single recipe. I'm going to take 2 bags of coleslaw. I've pre-measured almost everything to make sure I don't mess up too many times today. So here we go. 2 small bags of coleslaw. Dump it in a nice big bowl because you're going to want to be mixing this around later. Now, in case you're unaware of what is in a coleslaw mix, it is usually 2 different kinds of cabbage and cut up carrots. Okay, from there, I'm going to dump in some cut up onions, which I have had my trusty assistant, otherwise known as my dear and devoted mother, cut up before I started this video for you. You want about 1 onion at least. You can also get pre-cut up onions at the grocery store if you were like me and have a difficult time cutting things up because of chronic pain issues, chronic illness. So those are a couple little life hacks that might be able to help you out there. From there, I'm going to be putting in 3/4 cups of olive oil. I like extra virgin olive oil personally, but you know, You could do other oils perhaps as well. For me, it's olive oil, or as Rachel Ray would say, EVOO. Then I'm going to throw in some white wine vinegar. For that, this is a half cup of white wine vinegar. And let me make sure I have the right measurements. 2 teaspoons of sugar. 1, 2. And from there, salt and pepper to taste. I like to go pretty heavy-handed on it because it has to be able to go throughout all of this giant lump of coleslaw mix. And a lot of salt. Well, not a lot. I don't know. And then you're just gonna mix it up. Now, a few little tips about this. I personally really like it best at least 6 hours later. This is a really great make beforehand little dish for you. Another thing I really like about it, because let's face it, when I'm preparing a whole lot of food, the last thing I want to do is prepare another side dish all at the same time. So this can be a really simple, you can make it the day before. I've been known to enjoy this coleslaw 2 days later. And personally, I believe that the flavor comes out the best 6 to 12 hours after it's been made. And it just continues to gain more flavor because the fact of the matter is, it's sitting in all of those juices in that sweet vinegar and sugar mix down below and all of the salt and the pepper. So it's just, to me, it gains more flavor. Now, if you're not a fan of having like a liquidy glop at the bottom, maybe don't wait 12 hours or so. Maybe make it that time because it won't be a wet mixture below unless you do let it sit 12 or so hours. But there you go. Croatian coleslaw, as simple as that. Really, making this video, starting it alone, was way more work than actually making this coleslaw. So I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. There's no egg in this, so you don't have to worry about leaving it out in the hot sun if you take this with you to a picnic or a barbecue outside. That's one thing I love about this too. I don't have to worry about my timing and how long this is sitting outside. Now, you might want to cover it to make sure you don't get bugs in it when you're at a barbecue or cookout, but otherwise, it's very simple, easy, quick. Everything is pretty ready to go. Oh, one more thing. You can possibly even add a little bit more coleslaw as it's been sitting in here because, like I said, the juices will start going towards the bottom after about 6 hours or so. So even though this is a single batch, you could probably add more coleslaw mix a few hours later as things start settling down, as the water starts absorbing more into the coleslaw mix, into the cabbage. Oh, also, if you don't have white vinegar, you could also use apple cider vinegar. I don't recall if I've ever tried red wine vinegar, but, you know, play around with it, mix it up, keep it healthy, stay happy. Thanks for watching so far. I hope you enjoy this dish as much as I do. God bless. Ciao for now. Bye. I'm going to go enjoy some coleslaw now.